Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
The highest adult male singing voice. Of or being the lowest female voice. The lowest female singing voice. Of or being the highest male voice, having a range above that of tenor. A singer whose voice lies in the alto clef. Of a musical instrument, second highest member of a group. Alto clarinet or recorder. Of a musical instrument, the second highest instrument in a family of musical instruments. The pitch range of the lowest female voice. The highest adult male singing voice. Of or being the highest male voice, having a range above that of tenor. A male singer with a voice above that of a tenor. Of or being the lowest female voice. The lowest female singing voice. A woman singer having a contralto voice. Used of sounds and voices, low in pitch or frequency. Set at a low angle or slant. A low-pitched roof. No longer sufficient. Supplies are low. The lowest forward gear ratio in the gearbox of a motor vehicle, used to start a car moving. Make a low noise, characteristic of bovines. Used of sounds and voices, low in pitch or frequency. An air mass of lower pressure, often brings precipitation. A low moved in overnight bringing sleet and snow. Subdued or brought low in condition or status. Brought low. Of the most contemptible kind. A low stunt to pull. Filled with melancholy and despondency. Low or inferior in station or quality. A lowly parish priest. Very low in volume. A low murmur. British political cartoonist, born in New Zealand, who created the character Colonel Blimp, 1891 to 1963. A low level or position or degree. The stock market fell to a new low. Less than normal in degree or intensity or amount. Low prices. Literal meanings: being at or having a relatively small elevation or upward extension. Low ceilings. Unrefined in character. Low comedy. Used of sounds and voices, high in pitch or frequency. Set at a sharp or high angle or slant. A high-pitched roof. A high place. They stood on high and observed the countryside. Slightly and pleasantly intoxicated from alcohol or a drug, especially marijuana. Happy and excited and energetic. In a rich manner. He lives high. Used of the smell of meat, smelling spoiled or tainted. Used of sounds and voices, high in pitch or frequency. At a great altitude. He climbed high on the ladder. A public secondary school usually including grades 9 through 12. He goes to the neighborhood high school. Standing above others in quality or position. People in high places. A forward gear with a gear ratio that gives the greatest vehicle velocity for a given engine speed. A lofty level or position or degree. Summer temperatures reached an all-time high. An air mass of higher than normal pressure. The East Coast benefits from a Bermuda high. A state of altered consciousness induced by alcohol or narcotics. They took drugs to get a high on. A state of sustained elation. I'm on a permanent high these days. Greater than normal in degree or intensity or amount. A high temperature. Literal meaning: being at or having a relatively great or specific elevation or upward extension, sometimes used in combinations like knee-high. A high mountain. The musical quality of the voice while singing. United States inventor of an improved chain-stitch sewing machine, 1811 to 1875. United States writer, born in Poland, of Yiddish stories and novels, 1904 to 1991. A person who sings. A person who sings. An organism that can utter vocal sounds. Is the giraffe a vocalizer? A person who sings. A person who sings. An organism that can utter vocal sounds. Set the level or character of. She pitched her speech to the teenagers in the audience. Any of various dark heavy viscid substances obtained as a residue. Abrupt up and down motion, as caused by a ship or other conveyance. The pitching and tossing was quite exciting. Promotion by means of an argument and demonstration. An all-fours game in which the first card led as a trump. A sports field with predetermined dimensions for playing soccer. Throw or hurl from the mound to the batter, as in baseball. The pitcher delivered the ball. Heel over. Be at an angle. Sell or offer for sale from place to place. Erect and fasten. Pitch a tent. Move abruptly. A high approach shot in golf. Baseball. The act of throwing a baseball by a pitcher to a batter. Degree of deviation from a horizontal plane. The roof had a steep pitch. Throw or toss with a light motion. A vendor's position, especially on the sidewalk. He was employed to see that his paper's news pitches were not trespassed upon by rival vendors. Fall or plunge forward. She pitched over the railing of the balcony. Hit, a golf ball, in a high arc with a backspin. Lead, a card, and establish the trump suit. Set to a certain pitch. He pitched his voice very low. The action or manner of throwing something. His pitch fell short and his hat landed on the floor. The property of sound that varies with variation in the frequency of vibration. Punishment for one's actions. You have to face the music. Any agreeable, pleasing and harmonious sounds. He fell asleep to the music of the wind chimes. An artistic form of auditory communication incorporating instrumental or vocal tones in a structured and continuous manner. Musical activity, singing or whistling, etc. His music was his central interest. Music, the sounds produced by singers or musical instruments, or reproductions of such sounds.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.